Hi, I'm Claire from Chancellor Coaching. Today I want to explore the fifth card in the Major Arcana, known as the Hierophant. When we think about the Fool on his journey, he comes across the Hierophant to learn about new wisdom, spiritual wisdom, teachings, traditions, and the rules about being in a society. In the modern world, this card for me does represent receiving a call. So if this card comes up in a reading, I would be saying, yeah, like you're waiting for a call for a job interview, or waiting for a call from for an opportunity, or maybe there's just some missed calls from between lovers within a relationship. So while the card is quite elegant in its ancient wisdom, the cards do modernize as we move our consciousness into higher realms. So keep that in mind when we're looking at all of the other cards in the tarot deck. So this particular card does represent somebody who is still in the system of schools, universities, churches, government, the system that keeps us in a level of structure. That means that we have to follow those rules to get along. How society teaches us about the rules to to get along, what's right, what's wrong, what's fair, what's just, all of that stuff. This is where this card comes up to have a look at what's going on with the judgments that are happening in your world. We see the priest there who interprets the sacred mysteries, and his hand is gesturing many blessings to thee. The monks think that they need that Hierophant to access that higher wisdom, and in truth, they really don't. They have that strength and that connection to the spirit world if they just believed in themselves. The one who wears the roses is connected to desire and emotion. The other one who wears the lilies is focused more on reason, intellect. Both are equally important, but we've just got the imbalance going on, and where does that fit with you? Now that box there at the bottom, it represents the secret knowledge and the keys to opening up that secret knowledge. Of course, within the tarot and the spiritual journey and your self-development, the keys are within you. Anytime that you've made a promise to somebody else and you've had that energy exchange, it's the team and your guides will ask you to ask back for your key so you can get that wisdom within. It's very high level thinking, but I know that when I'm coaching somebody and they're looking for people outside of them to help them heal or soothe something that's gone on in the past, that they're looking for people outside of them that have the wisdom. And this card is reminding us that the wisdom is within you. It's pretty special on that spiritual journey. The pillars, we see the pillars a lot in the tarot, and that just represents the wisdom and the connection between the earth and the heavens, and the trusting that energy, trusting that strength and that power that comes from the spirit world all the way down to the core of Mother Earth. If you've this card comes up in a relationship reading, it represents a very traditional relationship, somebody who conforms to the church or to society's expectations. It's a relationship with order and structure, and it could represent a relationship that's a little bit in a rut, stuck in the rules, rather than just like letting their hair down and really playing in the energy between them, like there's appropriate roles for who you are in a relationship. So in reverse, for me it's a breath. It means that we're moving away from some of those traditional upbringings. It represents letting go of some of the obligations and expectations that were put on you in the past on how you should be to survive in society. They're now crumbling, and again, if that's in reverse, and that's probably a good thing, it means that you've stepped out of the system to explore your soul's evolution. So if again, in reverse, if there's any health issues that come up with this one, it may be that guilt of wanting to be free, or wanting to free yourself from those traditional ways, not wanting to do things the way they were done in the past because it no longer serves you. This kind of guilt harbors in the digestive system, And so if you're feeling like you're not measuring up to other people's standards and not living up to how they told you you should be, that can get tangled in the gut. It can then get tangled into the bowels within constipation and holding on to unresolved emotions, really critical of yourself. And I just heard the team say they're like, yeah, and you could resolve that with past lives. There's some soul contracts that are going on that are probably ancient, that probably need, you might have been a monk in a past life, and this is still part of your cellular memory that needs to be resolved. And the team are also saying that the Hierophant can also represent, in reverse, can represent a level of depression, of having everybody else's masks and shoulds and rules put on you, that your authentic light can't shine. So again, that probably needs some coaching and some healing so that that authentic you can step forward. So if this card comes up in a reading, the team, the guides, want to bring your attention to maybe someone's in a relationship, friendship, where somebody else is being quite generous, but there are strings attached. The team is saying, there is fear, there could be fear moving away from that friendship or the relationship because of the rumors and how people might criticize or what people might think. And the team is saying that this is a really important card to bring forward, to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the strongest, how much are other people's judgments impacting you right now? And if we were to bring that back to a number 1, what difference would that make to the choices that you're making in your day-to-day life? It's a really good self-assessment when it comes to the tarot, when it comes to your own spiritual journey, about how your authentic you shines and whether you're getting caught in your ego. I hope that helps, and I will talk to you later.